Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. I wanted to do a quick flip through of the finished French document journal. So I appreciate you joining me today for this little flip through. I really love the way this one came out and I hope you guys enjoy it too. The first thing that we have is our little tracing paper ephemera pack that I did a video on yesterday. So if you did not see that video, it is out there and available, and it is just a little envelope that I made out of tracing paper. It has a hat pin with a vintage button on the top to hold it closed, and then it is just filled with a little ephemera stack that you can use in the journal. So that is that, and that comes with the journal. And then this is the actual journal. There is a couple of videos out there that shows how I made the cover, and also some of the ephemera that's on the inside, and how I sewed in the signature and all that kind of thing. The closure on this one is a vintage clip earring, and it is just clipped around with a piece of blue satin ribbon. The cover is made out of tissue paper and a piece of heavy cardstock. It was a big size cardstock paper, and I just cut it down to make it, you know, so that it's document size. This is a printable this is out of a book that I have that's got old advertisements and stuff in it, and then I just trimmed it out with some lace and some doily and so forth. It is mounted in the document style. It just has a hole here at the top and two at the bottom with a string tied through it. Okay, so when you open it up, you're going to see I've got tons of digitals in here from several different people. I will list those below. If I try to go through and say this is this person and this is this person, I'm going to miss somebody. So I would rather just make a list in the description box of all the digitals that I used. And there are actual vintage pieces in here as well, and I will point those out. For example, the inside cover is lined with vintage French magazine that I have from the 1800s. And these are all digitals that are stuffed in the pocket. This is a heart that I made out of just some ticking material that I had, and it's got some vintage buttons and lace and stuff on it. This is a vintage hanky, and this is a printable. Now, I do know that's SamPoole. And I printed a lot of these digitals on newsprint so that they would have that old vintagey kind of feel to them. And several of the pockets are stuffed with old letters and things that came from Heather at Ruby and Pearl, as well as, like I said, some other people that there's tons. So I will list them, as I said, in the description box. This is actually an envelope that's made out of baking paper. And here's another one of the letters that I just printed out on newsprint and aged it up a little bit. This is handmade paper that a friend of mine made in a textile class when she was in college. And just a vintage photo there. It's like, that is a digi, it is not original. And then here's more of the French magazine. A little pocket here. This is out of a French architecture book, and I made a little flip out so you'd have writing space here and, you know, portions of here. I did leave quite a bit of writing space in here. This is a digital postcard. And, of course, you know, all these back pages, which are Taylormade Journal, are light enough that you can write on them. But you can see the newsprint does a really nice job of making it seem vintage. This is a lace sample card. You will see how I made these in an upcoming, I saw a Pinterest video. But it's just got a piece of lace to make like a, look like a lace sample, and I made it a tuck so that you could tuck stuff underneath there. We have a tag here. And just a little collage here. And here we've got a belly band made out of some tickets. Those are MyPorchPrints. This is Tim Holtz photo here. And then I've got this little document here that unfolds, and there's plenty of writing space on the back of that. And then this is a digi of a document, and I intentionally tore it here so the little birds would show through. This is out of that architecture book, and it flips open, and there's a pocket here with a digi in it as well. And that one is stuck. There we go. And it's got a copy of a check in there. Okay, this one just has a little collage on the bottom of the French paper. And then here is the center layout, which is from the same French magazine. And I just did a little collage down here, and I did some stenciling here. I'm not sure how well that shows up in the camera. And plenty of writing space here. Here's another digital of a vintage document, and I just, you know, made it look old. Here's a picture from Lorna at TaylorMadeJournals. And just another little digi of a vintage document. Plenty of writing there. Here's a little pocket. I did some stamping here and some stamping here. This is SamPool, and I just added the little tag and the little flowers on the bottom. I just added this bird here. There's more French document, a little piece of lace there. And that, you can see that I wrapped the book page around the top of the page and then put this little mini clip on there. This is a belly band that I made out of just some vintage lace that I had and a button. And this is one of the photos that I made into a postcard. And then on this side, we have the little tag that we made last week with the lace and the little cherubs. And that is paper clipped in. And then there's another vintage letter here. If I can get it out. There we go. And these are printed on both sides. So if you open them up, they do look like the actual document. Okay. So that's that. I'll probably never get it back in here. And just a little paper clip there holding it on. And then this is Tim Holtz, I believe. It's a little card, and it has another letter on the inside, and again it's printed on both sides. And it just slides in that little pocket, maybe. Oh, come on, Tammy. There we go. All right, and here we have another photo, and it just has a little tuck in the back, so you can tuck stuff back there. And here's another finished document that you can write on the back of if you so choose, and it's just stapled in. And the back of the vintage, and I call that vintage, but it's actually antique. It's from the 1800s, so it's really cool paper. And here we have another little tuck that has another letter in it, and it is also printed on both sides and folded up like it was originally. We have a little cluster here and plenty of writing space here. And we have another letter. Again, it is printed on both sides. And that just tucks in there. And then on the back, we have another pocket here. It's got a tag in it. And we have a pocket here from where we wrapped the back around. And it has another letter in it. And it is also printed on both sides. And it just tucks down in there. So that's it, guys. And this is the back. It's just covered with this little Swiss dot material that is used for veils, wedding veils, and a piece of lace. And of course you can see the toile, the black and white toile through the back. So that's it. And like I said, I'm quite pleased with the way that it came out. And I hope you guys like it as well. And I will be listing this in my shop later this evening. So it will be available. And I am going to move on and I'm going to do another one that is very similar, but it will have, where this one, you know, has the blues and blacks, it will be in pinks. And I might do the Italian one first and then come back and do the other French one, just to kind of give myself a variety of so I'm not doing the same thing again. I tend to get bored when I am doing the same thing, and I just broke that right off there. Well, I will be repairing that, I guess. It's a good thing I have another base. And then this just clips right on here. mean, I didn't just like unglue it. I broke the metal piece off. Only I could do that. Alright guys, so I am going to go and replace this base on here with another one, and then I will be listing it in my shop. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys back. I have another video that'll be out today that is a shows how I built the cover for my hashtag 50 sack challenge book. A couple of people had asked me about that, so that'll be out today as well. And I guess I will see you guys back on Tuesday. Bye.